Captain, I've got a special mission for you. What is it? It's to cut your show from 7 years down to 5 years, and hopefully not mess up your resolution. That seems a bit hard. Yes, get to it. Hello and welcome to another episode of TrekHammer, where we're discussing all of episodes of Star Trek in quick review format. At the moment, we're talking about the latest season of Star Trek Discovery. Let's begin with episode 1. So actually, this was a good episode. Got my attention almost straight away, kept my attention for the majority of the episode, and actually had a resolution where it wasn't just tune in next week for the next tiny piece of the puzzle. We actually found out what they'd been chasing all that episode, and it brought together a very interesting resolution. I won't spoil it, but I thought, that is not what I was expecting, and I'm even more interested now. So, we've got a very odd situation. We've got Burnham and Book, who were in a loving, committed relationship, but because of season 4, they're pulled apart. But now, at the start of season 5, it's very interesting because they've managed to successfully transition a working couple into a will they, won't they situation, which is like the reverse of what most shows do. And I was very impressed by how well they did that. So I'm actually involved now with this relationship and interested in seeing where it goes. I did not expect that. What I also didn't expect is an action-packed episode. Normally, Discovery has this tendency to have everyone being very emotional, doing all kinds of, we must do X, Y, and Z for the good of the Federation and all of that. None of that in this episode. Yes, there's stuff been done for the good of the Federation, and yes, there's still that character side to them, but it's all action, full-paced, feels more like 2009 Star Trek in a good way. The lens flares are back, not too happy about that, but it was very well done, and I actually got involved for a change. I haven't been this involved in a modern Star Trek since Strange New Worlds' first episode, where it's like, whoa, this is good, this is interesting, I want to see where this is going. If this had been episode 1 of season 1 of Discovery, well, for a start, it would have been quite phenomenal because it would have required the writers to know what the characters were, and Star Trek has a really bad history of knowing what their characters are in episode 1. But if it had been season 1, episode 1, I don't think any of the hate that Discovery got would have been present. This is good. This show has finally found its feet. We could see it happening in season 3. We could see it happening more in season 4. It's found its feet now. And it's really unfortunate that, like with Enterprise, it's going to end with the episodes where it actually knows where it wants to be. That is unfortunate. But it's a good episode. We've got a good fast pace. We're introduced to some interesting characters. The bridge crew got something to do, which has been really annoyingly missing from a lot of episodes of Discovery. We saw some new characters and were immediately told their names in the episode that they appeared in. This is exactly what Discovery needs to be. And I'm really unfortunately going to have to say there was one bit that spoiled it, and it's the direction. I do not like how this is directed. I do not like how it's edited. Panning shots go around people as they're talking. Yes, I know that's a modern style. I don't like it. It has a tendency to make you feel travel sick if you're watching on a big enough screen. Also, quick cuts, quick cut. I do not like that. It doesn't give you a chance to fully get into the world. It feels lazy, it feels cheap, it feels like you didn't block out your shots properly and you've just made the best of it. It's quick TV and quick filmmaking, and it doesn't work. It looks like indie film, amateur film school stuff. Yes, I know what I'm talking about here. I've seen enough of this stuff to identify those kinds of shots. And the other thing, what the hell is with the shaky cam? Characters walking down a corridor should not be bobbing up and down and up and down and up and down because the cameraman's footsteps are being shown. No, do not do this. It takes you out of the program because what you are doing, instead of watching the characters and getting involved with what they're saying and what they're doing and what they're feeling, what you're doing is, can I see what's going on, please? You keep moving out of the way. Don't do that. That is the only thing I had wrong with this episode. Everything else was great. The android was like, whoa, hey man, He could have played a young Mr. Data. That would have been cool. I would have been interested in that. Really well done. Being able to get the information, despite the fact that the bad guys are always one step ahead. Starfleet goes a different route. Really well done, because it allowed the characters who weren't just the main focal ones, like Burnham and Book, to actually do something. They got information, they got character development. Tilly had a role that made sense. We haven't had an episode where Tilly made sense for years. This is good writing. I like it. Admiral Vance, also excellent. Love Admiral Vance. Rather good episode with Admiral Vance in. I haven't seen a bad one with him yet. He's a really good actor. Really well written. Love it. Everyone had a role to play and it made sense. You know what? If this had been Discovery from the start, Discovery would be the best loved Trek out there right now. It wouldn't be Lower Decks, it would be Discovery. And it really does hurt that this is going to be the final season, because they finally found their feet. It's so annoying. But these things happen. It's the Enterprise issue all over again. And it's just how it is. Guys, what would I give as a rating for this excellently written, excellently acted episode with just a few problems with the direction and editing? Let's think. Well, it's going to have to be Warp Factor 8.5 Mr. Sulu. Yeah, the direction really knocked it down, because, I'm sorry, it takes me out of a show if I have to reach for a sick bucket because I'm getting travel sick watching the television. Just how it is. But have I been too harsh there, guys? Or do you think this is about right for this episode? Let me know in the comment section down below. I always love talking to you guys about Star Trek, so let's have a chat about this episode. Let me know what you guys thought. But until next time, I've been Zoe Kirk Robinson. You've been watching TrekHammer's Quick Reviews. Live long and prosper. I'll see you later. If you like the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. It really does help create future videos. That's patreon.com/Zoe Kirk Robinson. And I've got an extra special thanks going out to Chief89, Sam Yates, Retro Mickey 82, Mo Henry, and George Botterini. Thank you so much, guys.